How have you been, man? How's everything?
Good, good. Everything's going according to plan, right?
Awesome.
I'm in crypto, so I guess I'm doing good.
Dude, I just started something too that's really cool.
Did you?
Yeah, man, I partner with a company and they're fucking killing it, dude.
Wait, can you say on Twitch or no?
It's related to the industry, so I don't know if I can. Oh, hold on, maybe I
Well,
can
yeah,
put.
you can. You're not dropping links. Like you've talked about your company.
Yeah, it's a company called PokeMe, and they do a bunch of like
Poke me?
NFT. Yeah, POKMI, and they just started their listing a month ago, and they went up times 10. Now they're back down to times 6. But,
Hold up, hold up. Would you say you partnered with them?
yeah.
What are we talking about contract wise? Like what can you reveal to
So,
us?
so originally they approached me to be an ambassador. They needed ambassadors for their brand, right? So they're like, this is the deal we want to offer you to use your image, represent our brand. This is like a part in cash, a part in crypto. This is our plan. This is how we think it's going to go. This is the investors, the people we have behind us, blah, 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 blah. I made the deal. And then they realized, because they're based out of France, but they want to go worldwide. And they realized all the people I know in the industry and they wanted me to do more with them. And so,
But
uh,
what are you leaving if you join these guys?
what do you mean? What am I
Do you
leaving?
have to leave? You got to get out of one contract to go into the other, or?
No, no, because this is like something I don't do elsewhere, you
Oh,
know.
okay, okay.
So basically,
But no, you have no experience here.
no, honestly, the crypto world was not my world originally. When I invest, I believe in walls. I invest in real estate.
Stuff
That's
you
what I
can
do.
touch, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Wait, how
but
many
this.
properties do you own? Can you say?
So I just sold my house. You've been to my house? You saw my house
No, no.
when you were in LA? You didn't come? Oh shit! So I
Yeah,
just
all
sold
I know
my.
is you're in the hills.
Yeah, I just
So,
sold my house. I had I mean, I'm still there right now, but because I have 6 month rent back. But I sold my house. I live in my house is in like a neighborhood like Drake lives there and like Canyon
oh my god.
King
So
and
you can even say the
Taylor
price
Swift.
then.
I don't want to say
Right.
price, but
Wait, how
just
long did you sit on this house? How many years?
so I lived 6 years in it, and
Oh my god.
I just sold it over double what I put in it.
Oh my. Where are you
Yeah.
staying now?
So I have 6 month rent back, but I bought another house 10 minutes away from here with a 4 acre property. 4 acres in LA. It's nice,
Holy
you
shit.
know.
Is it far from the old one?
Like it's like 10 minutes. Remember the area where we went to the party?
Yeah.
10 minutes from there.
So the best part of LA.
So it's very nice, yeah. It's I see people say I scammed acid. That's the best. Dude, your chat is the funniest chat on Twitch for real, dude. I love you
Uh,
guys. You guys are the funniest assholes ever. It wasn't me. I wish I did. I would have sold it even higher price, but I gotta take the money where it's at, right? But so I bought. What happened is I bought a new place, right? And there's a house in it, but there's a lot of work to be done on the house. And then I wanted to keep this house, but my wife and I decided to put it on the market just to see how much it would go for. But I didn't. We didn't plan. We wanted to rent it
yeah.
because right now a house like that in LA, you can easily rent it 15 to 20 G's a month, right?
Right. And for you, that's a fucking write off.
It's yeah, and it's beautiful. It pays everything else by itself, right? And but then that fucking crazy lady that talks to dead people visited our house, and she loved it so much she claimed she loved the energy
Right.
and offered us stupid money to buy it.
All that's running through my head is those realtor ones. Those
Yeah,
realtor episodes.
the The
Oh
realtor.
my! If you don't get this, I'm done with society. There's no
Oh,
way you
you're
don't.
talking about porn stuff? Sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry, dude.
No, sorry. I was far from it. Like, I
What
was
is so
far
when
from
she
it.
said she liked the energy? What does this mean?
So this
Like,
lady is supposed to be like a medium or something like that. Like she talks to, hold on, let me put my camera on so at least your chat see who they're talking to.
the king. Oh, they know. They just don't know yet.
Right, it should
Dude,
work
you
now.
look younger, bro. You get a lot of sun, don't you?
I've been playing a lot of tennis, so
Look how tanned you are.
yeah, it's LA, man.
Dude, look how much hair you have, bro. Holy, look at me, bro. Every day
Thanks, man. Shut
I'm
up, man.
fucking dying. You look good.
You know what you should do? Like, because I see like you spend a lot of time in the dark with the, blue light on your face. Maybe you should buy some that cream,
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. She's getting a lot of bullshit. She's getting a lot of bullshit for that.
Dude, I just never understood why people hate on people trying to make money. Like,
I still
anyone
remember,
would jump.
dude,
Anyone would jump on that business if they could. They're just hating because
to me, I've seen real scams, so that's nothing to me. I've seen real Twitch scams, so that's nothing. But you're a nice guy because I remember you were the first person that ever changed my mind within seconds, right? Everyone was going crazy about Caterino cheating and stuff like that. And you're like, who gives a fuck? She's a young girl, right? You said that to me. And bro, ever since then, I never cared. I thought it was blown out of proportion. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, who cares? This shit happens all the time.
Listen, I've learned that, if you, overact on little dramas, it's content and you can make a lot of views and a lot of subs on talking shit and making it way out of proportion.
Yeah.
And that's what people are doing. I don't think people really care about it. It's just.
Wait a minute. What house are you in right now? Isn't
like
this
I'm in the same house. So when you sell the house, and I sold my house, but when you have 6 months rent back, that means you can stay an extra 6 months for free.
Okay. What the fuck?
So that's part of the deal. Like I sold my house, and because the other house I bought, I put tenants in it for 6 months, but they're coming out of it and on October 31st. So on November 1st, we're gonna start like moving in.
So now you're moving to 3 acres?
4 acres, yeah.
Holy shit!
And we're gonna build because there's a house on it, but we're gonna
give me
everything.
Just give me some visuals. Like I don't want to dox you or anything, but give me visuals. Right? Is this like a giant backyard and blah blah blah?
Yeah, it's beautiful. Like so, it's kind of on a hill, and there's like a bunch of land.
I need that. If I'm in LA, it has to be on a hill.
Dude, you have to come back to LA and stay at my place. You'll have fun, dude. That place.
What are you gonna do with all this fucking land? You get an ATV, man.
Well, yeah, we are actually getting ATVs, but I have horses. I have a bunch of animals going around.
No, you don't. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You have horses?
Yeah, I always have horses.
You have a horse cock. You don't have horses.
I know, but
swear you have horses.
I have horses, yeah.
No, you don't.
I do. I've had horses for long. It's actually the reason why I moved in the neighborhood I'm here right now. It's because it's a lot of horses property, and we used to board our horses in this area, and then we found this house and decided to move here. But yeah.
How long have you you're like Zorro, bro. You have horses? When the fuck would you get into horseback riding and shit?
My wife, she grew up with horses and everything. So
she came from a wealthy background then.
Not really. She came from a background where like it was in the countryside. So horses, it's not like a sign of wealth. It's just
this is like heaven for you. You got grass. This is like Garden of Eden with horses and beautiful women.
Dude, wait till you come in LA and see my place. You're gonna trip, dude. And once we do all the work in it, it's gonna take probably a year to do everything we want to. We're gonna do it in 2 phases.
If I come stay with you, do I get my own bathroom?
Dude, you'll get 2 bathrooms.
I get the shit. I get the shit in peace. I get the shit in peace.
Yeah, you can have a shit bathroom and a piss bathroom.
Dude, because everyone who's like, yo, you gotta come to LA, they're trying to put me in these cramped apartments with them.
No,
and I'm like,
dude,
no.
This is not what we do. This is not what we do, man.
That's fucking insane. And who's in your place? Who's gonna be everyone there?
So, like my wife, my daughter, me, and then my sons when they're with me, obviously.
but it's so big that if I want to
Yeah.
stay, if I want to just get, I
Yeah.
don't want to be in your guys'
Yeah.
business.
No, listen,
Because like I know you don't mind, I cringe
yeah.
out. I don't want to be
No,
in the way.
so here's the thing. Right now there is a house, and the house is about 3,000 square feet, right?
Yeah.
But we're gonna redo this house, but we also gonna add another part, probably like 2,500 square feet to the house. So it's gonna be about 5,500 square foot house, and we're gonna have also a guest house. So my guest house will be used for like my streaming. So I like to be separate from my house, like I am right now.
Hold up. Are you
Yeah,
saying you're gonna have a streaming area? So
yeah,
if we want to just go to 10,000 viewers, we load that place up with streamers?
exactly. Look, that the area, the place where I'm in right now is 1,000 square feet, and it's my office slash streaming area. But the guest house I'm gonna do is gonna be more like, it's probably gonna be 2 bedrooms, like a streaming area on top and a bunch of shit, so I can scream or yell or rage as much as I want on my streams without waking up anyone at my house.
Damn, so you're going under a lot of construction in this new place.
Yeah, we're gonna do like, it's gonna take a year to really do everything, but it's gonna be nice,
Dude,
But it's
I can't
an
tell you how
yeah.
excited the fact that I could, you probably can't find me in your own house. That's the best part for me, right? if I have an off day where I just want to stay in bed and sleep all day, right? I'm not depressing everyone. I'm out of the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's I get a lot of friends visiting, so I always need like a special area for my friend where they can feel like they have their own place and not like, because a lot of the problem, and I feel that way the few times where I go and stay at even my very good friends, I always feel like I'm using their hospitality, and that makes me, feel uncomfortable, right?
Yeah.
So I want to have an area at my place where they can have their own place, right? Where if they come home late, no one knows. If they leave early, no one, you know what I mean? You can do your own life, but still spend time with your friends. So that's good.
That's
That's good.
insane. And you're probably thinking barbecues and shit, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
No, like
I'm
actually setting
yeah.
up and
So part of the plans we made, of course it's gonna be a barbecue area, but part of the plans we're thinking about doing like a real tree house, also on the property, but like a tree house that will have like a bedroom and what's needed.
Oh, and then you from the hills you get to see
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. It's
you'll
like
have a
something
higher.
really cool. It's part of the plans. Yeah, we're also doing a multi-sport court for the kids and me, because I play a lot of tennis now. So we want to have like it's a really good property. It's gonna be fun, man.
Yeah, dude, and you should continue with tennis, right? Look how
Yeah,
lean your face is. Look how
I'm
round
actually
mine
right
is. I'm
now
round.
the fattest I've ever been in my life right now.
What
I'm
the fuck?
234 right now.
Yo, chat, call me crazy. Is this not the best he's ever looked on stream?
I
Right?
appreciate
Maybe
it.
it's the camera. Maybe it's the camera.
It's the
but-
new, it's the fresh haircut that does that.
No, the tan is fucking sick. When I tan, I catch up with you. But
Yeah,
are you
it's just tennis, man. I don't do any tanning. I just play tennis, and
here's the most exciting thing. You probably haven't thought of this. Those barbecue areas with the stone bricks that people do. You know what
yeah,
I'm
we're
talking
gonna have
about?
like I know exactly what you're talking about. We're gonna do something really cool with like very nice pool. Like I have a nice pool right now, but the pool I have right now, it's more like something I built that was fun for the kids,
Yeah.
with a big slide and big rocks so the kids could climb all the way on the top and jump from the top and use the big slides and shit like that. But this time we're gonna do something like, just because my kids are older, something a little more like clean and modern.
You probably don't even use the pool that much, right?
No, but my kids do a lot. My kids use it a lot.
That's one thing that bothers me, right? When these guys become mega successful like Manny, they get pools and they never use them. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
Well, like honestly, I could do without a pool, but my kids love pool. Like my kids could be. It doesn't matter the weather. It doesn't matter how cold the water. Kids don't give a fuck. They can go in the water, like even if it's cold as fuck. It's
LA's
just fun.
never cold. You know what I always wonder though? Your mental. Do you be honest now? Right? No one's ever honest with this. Are you starting to forget what it's like? Like, are you starting to forget your broke days? Are they starting to look like a
Good.
long time ago? Or
Listen,
is it like yesterday?
when you come from where I come from, you can never forget, dude. Like never. Listen, my parents had shit job, struggled for a long time. Then I lost my dad when I was young. So then it was like a single mom with 3 kids
You lost
with
your
a
dad
shit
at
job.
what age? I didn't know
I
that.
was 17 when my dad passed away.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and my mom was a single mom and raising us, and she didn't have a great job, minimum wage type shit. So like you can never forget. It doesn't matter. Thank you. The chat is so nice, but don't worry,
You've
guys. I'm
never
I'm
talked
doing
about
great.
this on stream, I think.
Yeah. Sorry.
I've never heard this. Like
Yeah,
you've
I
never
don't
talked
really
about that.
talk about that, but
And
you
is
have
your mom in
you have
France?
a gift for making people talk.
Yeah, I'm evil, man. Like, what am I doing?
Okay,
But
man.
is your mom in France?
My mom passed away this year, actually, from COVID.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so
Yeah, I'm
sorry. What the fuck?
thank you, I appreciate. I'm definitely not, making the chat like
Oh
in the
wow.
best mood,
This
but
year? I'm so
hmm?
sorry, man. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, beginning of the year in February, she it is life,
Oh wow.
It is life, man.
Huh. Was she in the
You,
US?
no, she was in France. She was in France,
Oh
you
wow.
know.
Holy
Yeah.
shit, dude. I would have never guessed.
It is what it is, man. Thank you. Your chat is so nice, man.
Yeah. But
They're like the nicest assholes on Twitch.
that's that's horrible. But you have beautiful family. You got how many kids?
I have 4 kids, yeah.
And they're all
That's what's
studs.
that's
The
what's
ones I
good,
saw at
right?
the anime con, right?
Dude, yeah, man. They're amazing kids, man.
And you have your daughter that stays with you, right?
Yeah. And my sons, they used to stay with me because my ex used to live in the guest house on the
Yeah.
same property. But now that we're moving, she got her own place, but like 5 minutes away from where I'm at. So, you know.
That's great. How many years you been in LA?
This is my 20th year. I came in 2002.
In 2002, you weren't in the hills. Where were you at in LA?
Like in Sherman Oaks or something like that, you know.
I don't know what that
I
is. Where is it?
Sherman Oaks is in the valley. It's like I needed to be in the valley to that because that's where most of the porn industry was happening.
Yeah. No, dude, my favorite story. Remember when you said this on stream? You got an award, right? And you
Hmm.
threw it in the garbage,
Well,
right?
there was the Pornhub Awards. So what
But it was
happened?
from which company was it?
Pornhub, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So because what happened is like for years, Pornhub, they were basically stealing content from us, right? Just ripping your DVDs because back then it was more DVDs than internet. The internet came out, ripping the DVDs, uploading it. They used to claim it wasn't them uploading, but other people, which wasn't true. I mean, there was true, but they also had a whole section there in Quebec where their job was to actually rip DVDs and upload it, right? Um, so they invited me to the first Pornhub Awards, and I said no. And then they're like, "What if we give you an award?" I'm like, "I don't want your award. I don't want anything to do with you guys." And they ended up having me win an award, and they sent it to me. They sent it to me, and so I made a video that I posted on Twitter years ago, where I was like, "Hey, after I told you guys not to nominate me or associate me with you guys, you still gave me this." And I filmed myself like I opened the trash can, put it in there, close the trash can.
Legally, you can't do anything when they just
No,
snake
they
you like
can't.
that. You can't.
Well, what you can do legally is, you mean if they put your content?
Yeah, because they do it
What you
for
can do
everyone,
is
not
like,
just you,
it's
right?
like, yeah, what you can do is like a DMCA type thing, and then it get deleted, and then a week. And when I say a week, I'm talking a day later, someone else just uploads it back, and then. But then later, the industry learned to instead, like we knew we couldn't fight them, right? If the music industry, if the movie industry can't fight them, the porn industry won't be able to fight them. And so we understood that instead of fighting them, work it out and find a way to make profit off of all these sites. And that's when we started to make deals with them where, okay, I will provide you like 8-minute clips of my movies.
Yeah.
In exchange, you delete any clips of my movies that's not from me. In exchange, you plug my website everywhere, you put a link, and people have the misconception that they were making the most money with like ads and shit like that.
Yeah.
The real money they were making is by doing all those affiliated programs, right? You have millions of porn videos, 100 million views a day. If you get even 0.01% of these people to go from their free site to a pay site, then you win. And for them, that's where they will make money, because they would take like 15% of the sales from the people they would send you in their pockets.
Yeah.
And out of 100 million views, sending to all those websites, that's how they make big dough.
But really, you're still getting snaked even if you get promoted, because really you need a royalty check. That's the only way it would be fair.
But that's also how then you could do your own channel and upload your own videos, which were paid videos, premium videos, where you could make money off of,
Yeah. So when you started this career, were you right away on your own website, or it take you a while to understand it? Were you a fucking idiot from the beginning?
John, I'm about to turn 46 years old, right? So it means that I started porn when I was 21 years old. And it means that when I started porn, it was still VHS. Then it was DVDs.
Oh, shit.
That's how old I am, man.
No, I remember. I grew up with VHS too.
So then later, what happened is when internet came out, remember, internet in the beginning, to watch any videos was hell, because it would take you forever to upload something, and the quality was shit. So in the beginning, all those DVD companies didn't believe in internet. Evil Angel,
right.
Anabolic, Diabolic, Red Light District, Vivid, they didn't believe in it.
Yeah.
But there was those little internet companies that believe in it. Those are the ones like Reality Kings, Brothers. They were all like tiny companies originally.
Right.
And then they exploded because the quality all of a sudden was better, and no DVD companies believe in it.
Yeah. But how many years till you're like, fuck, this gotta be on my own website? This is crazy what I'm doing.
Oh, like instantly. The moment I was able to have a website. Listen, I always owned my movies. From my first deal, when I first had a deal in America, I came to LA in 2002, June 2002. January 2003, I made a deal with a company. They wanted me to be under contract as a performer for them, but they wanted me to direct for them. And I told them, listen, the only way I'll direct for you is if I own my content and you guys distribute it for me. I didn't want to be, here is a check for the movie, and then here's your check per movies. I didn't want to do that.
Which because you gotta be pretty popular to even push for that kind of a deal.
Yeah, or you have to do like good movies or shit like that, And it was the right move for me, because look, now 20 years later, I still make money off of movies that I made 20 years ago.
But so as soon as you put your, increased production value and pumped your money into it, it was all on your website. You didn't have like a learning phase where you're like, oh fuck, I'm just gonna do it.
The moment I could have a website, I did it.
And who the fuck teaches you this stuff, or you just have to learn it yourself? Like, you have a mentor?
You gotta want it. No, all this I was like, fuck it. Like, I don't care if my mentality, even when people didn't believe in internet, my mentality was like, why would I, even if it's little money, why would I want to make that extra money?
Yeah.
And then it grows, and then it grew. But the difference really, like, it's like, back in the day when there were DVDs, we were making so much money with the DVDs because that was the only platform, right?
Yeah. Was
DVDs. And then
they'd have to buy in stores.
Yes.
XXX
or order.
Stores. Yeah.
Or order, deliver, like shit like that, right? But that was crazy money, right? That was so easy business. The difference is now with all the sites, all the shit, you make a lot less money, but you have way more platforms.
Right.
So instead of making all this money here, you can make here, 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 and at the end you still have a good amount of money if you do your business well.
Yeah, but do you like that watering every platform? You know,
I
sometimes I
think
find
it's
that annoying as fuck. Like
no, I think
YouTube,
it's
Twitter.
always look. It's always better to not have all your eggs in the same basket.
Yeah,
I like that because look, everyone that believed in the DVD and didn't go on the internet ate shit and they all disappeared
yeah.
because they have all their eggs in the same baskets.
What's your grind like now? Like, are you pumping out a video a week, or you slow down a lot now, right?
Yeah, I slow down a lot as a performer because I have a contract with a company. So I do between 4 and 6 scenes a month for them, uh,
Can
and I
you talk
make
about the
more.
money for that?
I don't like to give numbers.
Okay,
I don't like to give numbers. And then
millions.
I still make my movies every month that are released through another company.
Yeah.
So that was a good deal because I was able to make a contract with a company as a performer without having to stop doing my own shit, you know. But eventually, my wife and I, we have plans, and let's just say I'm closer to retiring that to the beginning of my career.
Right. Well, I mean, you just like to work. You could have retired a long time ago.
Bro, I could have retired a long time ago. It's not even liking work. I love what I work. My job, I love what I do. Obviously, I'm fucking gorgeous woman. But the best thing is to think that, listen, if I keep doing this few more years, maybe couple more years, like I'm securing not only like my future is secured, but my goal is to secure my kids and their kids' future, right?
Right.
Step them up so one day I won't be here anymore and they have not only everything they need, but what their kids will need and maybe what their kids, and make sure to teach them how to grow this income. There are,
You know what's crazy is
yeah, tell me.
you ever think the future, now that everything's becoming digital and live and like the whole world, if you're a plumber, you have a plumbing YouTube channel, blah, blah, blah.
Mm.
The whole world is fusing with the internet. So really, all you're doing is waiting for your biggest fucking paycheck. You haven't even seen it yet. It's coming. Do you feel like
Yeah,
that?
yeah, listen, that crypto company I started working with already in less than a month they went times 10,
Yeah.
and with the deal I made with them already, if I would have sold what I have already, it would have been like stupid
Yeah.
because I made a really good deal. But that's not the goal for me. Listen, I believe in those guys and I really believe they can multiply by 100, and if they multiply by 100, it would
Would
be
it be
crazy.
better for someone like you years down the road? Is multiple property better than one big, secure, good location? I
no
always
but
wonder for LA because
No, but
I would.
I don't have one property. I have multiple properties. I have a place in France. I have
Yeah.
a house in France. I have
Oh wow.
apartments in France. I have couple building apartments here in
But
LA.
when are you in France? You're never in France.
No, but the goal is it's not about being in France. Like I'm renting those places. I'm letting other people pay for it.
Right.
You know,
Right.
all you need really is the money to put down, and then let other people pay for your shit.
Do you travel? Let's say COVID wasn't happening. Would you be traveling the world or no?
I not as much as I used to when I was younger. Same thing, I have kids. I hate being away from my kids, and they have school and they have all those things that.
That's so weird. Your schedule adapts around your kids if you think
Yeah, I
about it.
told
Who's
you.
your boss, right?
I told you, like my the best thing about this industry is not the money I make. It's not the girls I fuck. It's the time I have for my family. I really can make my schedule the way I want it. I work when my kids are in school, and I'm here to pick them up, to take them to school, take them to do sports. We have my kids and I. We love anime, manga, and shit like that. So we do a bunch of shit together like that.
So you're getting an ATV,
A
horses.
bunch of activities. Yeah.
So every toy you already have. You have the Tesla. You have everything.
hmm
Do
It's
you
the
get
best,
bored?
man.
Be honest. Do you get
No,
bored of it?
dude. When you have kids, you're never bored. Like that's the truth. When you have kids, you're never bored.
What do you do when you're alone?
I do sports, I stream, and I jerk off.
No, you don't jerk off. Stop lying.
Bro,
Do you?
bro. there is a reason why I do what I do.
Do you watch your own stuff?
No, never.
What?
I like amateur stuff. I like the things we're not supposed to see.
The 240p dog shit?
I like that, yeah. But I like what seems real. But you see, when you watch porn, you don't look at it as a profession. You look at it and, they're fucking. I see who does what. I see when they do it, when it's genuine, when it's not. I see why they do those positions.
Mm.
I like to think that, like I know this video, maybe I wasn't supposed to see it. Just like watching people just having fun and not caring about where the camera is.
Yeah.
Sometimes
said, ask him if his kids know what he does. Dude, his kids are kids. They're kids. What the fuck?
Well, my oldest is almost 15, and he knows.
Right.
And he's cool with it. Like I think I told you in the past. Look, my son, one of his best friend, his dad is a very popular actor, right? And that kid's name is Jake. So one time I was talking to my son and I was telling him like, hey, like, we don't really talk so much about this, but like, how do you feel about what I do? And, do people ever bother you about it? Because some of the people know around him what I do. And that was last year. So he was 13 and he was, he told me like, dude, I almost cried. Honestly, it was very hard. He's like, listen, my friend Jake, his dad is mainstream actor. He's doing very well. But out of the years, maybe 2 months home. He's like, I'd rather have a dad that's a porn star that take me to school, pick me up, take me to the sports, do sports with me, play with us, play video games with us, do all that, than a dad that's a mainstream actor but that I'd never seen. Yeah. The best thing you can give to your family is your time, nothing else. You can buy them the nicest clothes, the craziest toys, compared to your time is nothing else.
Yeah, and then builds their confidence too, right?
Of course. For them it's huge,
Yeah,
it's
most
huge.
dads be sleeping all day. You know what I mean? They
Bro,
be sleeping all day.
Or putting the kids on screens, tablets, or shit like that.
Yeah.
And my kids, they're allowed to, but I limitate. There's a limit to the time they can use it every day.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, weekdays and weekends are different. They need to be done with their schoolwork. They need to be done with what they have to do. Then they can't go on it.
Right. Dude, when I look at you, I see myself. Anime. You love MMA, don't you?
I love MMA. I'm a huge MMA fan.
This weekend's going to be huge then.
It's huge. I wish I could go, but, it's not in the area. So
if you've got nothing planned, we should do a fight companion where we just react live to the
Let's
whole
do
thing.
it. I'm more than happy to do that. I love that.
Let's do it. You don't drink alcohol. I remember you don't drink.
I don't drink. Yeah, I don't drink, but
we should have a shot for that. It's a special occasion.
No, I don't
this
drink.
card is like a gift for me. This is amazing for me. So I'm pumped.
I'd love to do that, man. I'm actually, because I'm friend with a lot of the fighters, and I'm actually thinking about like starting a MMA YouTube channel. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because and in French, the reason why I want to do that is because, as stupid as it sounds, MMA competition is only legal since last year in France.
What?
It was not legal in France. They were allowed to do pancrase, but not MMA. And they just legalized it last year. But because of the pandemic, actually 2020, but then because of the pandemic, they had one event and then everything canceled.
This is exactly what I meant. You're the least Frenchman. When I said that, that's exactly
true.
So
no, but it's true.
Macron is like, no, we outlaw this shit.
Well, it wasn't Macron. It was like before him. Like
I just like to blame that guy.
They were like, yeah, he's fucking dick. But he the truth is, in France, judo is huge. Okay. Huge. That's the sport. That was the fourth national sport when I was a kid. Judo.
Which is so effective. I met a dude it's so effective at the bar. Oh
that's my sport. I used to even teach judo. I was a second degree black belt when I was younger. Yeah. And I love it. Honestly, I love it. But the federation, they saw how they would lose so much money if MMA came to France. And they're so big and they make so much money that they were lobbying against it.
Right.
And for years it worked.
Is it just France? How many European countries are like France with this MMA stuff?
I think it was only France. I think it was only France in Europe. Everywhere else.
Oh my god.
People like French fighters will go to Belgium to fight or to Holland to fight.
Right. And you're starting a YouTube channel where you have them on like a podcast, or
Yeah, I want to do a podcast like where I do like 2 episodes a week. One is all like MMA news, and one will be like podcast guests. Have guests because I know a lot of those guys, so it's pretty cool.
Are they in LA?
Some are in LA, some are in France.
Who
like
do you know?
Cyril Gann, Francis Ngannou.
Whoa.
Like I have connection with a lot of them too. Even the ones I don't know, I have connections with them. Like one of my very good friends is Dana White's camera guy. The guy that you see following Dana White everywhere. That's like a really good friend of mine. So same thing. If one day you want to go live to the fights, let me know. Let's go.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
serious. Like he
yeah.
always gave me the best seats in the house.
Hell
They're
yeah.
called Dana seats.
Holy shit, I'd love
Yeah.
to. And you know what's crazy is I can see in the future my content, I can see myself making a lot of money covering MMA. Because
Dude,
the way I cover it is fucking hilarious, dude. It's like a fucking nobody does it the way I do it. I literally piss off. If there's 2 fighters, I'll roast both of them so the chat gets really engaged and stuff. So it's like
that's
it's
good.
great, you know. But I'm huge fan, and damn, we should definitely go.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I've never been to an MMA fight.
No way.
Like a big
Dude.
event, never.
Dude, you should come and
No, if I leave my house, chat, it's gonna be at Manny's. I'm gonna stay at Manny's, and he won't even know I'm there until I say.
Let's set it
"Hey,"
up, man. Let's set it
He
up.
won't even know I'm there until I set up the ultimate streams. And what's crazy is people want to collab now. Imagine when I say I'm in the hills.
Yeah.
You're like, yo, I'm coming.
We'll go play basketball with Hassan.
Have you met him?
Yeah, I met him a couple of times. There was a period where he was hitting me up to go play basketball, but man, he lived so far from me. And same thing, I would tell him, "Hey, I'm playing in that area," and he was like, "That's too far." But you know,
He lived far from. That's when he was a socialist.
See, like seriously, that's another. You know, that's another thing that I didn't understand why people got so heated about him buying a house. And I know a lot of people want to troll him because of his views, political views, and when you make this kind of money, have this type of political views, people start being like, you know. But I fucking don't care. Like all I think about is like, good for you, my man. Make that money.
Yeah. I only care when it's trending.
I love it, man. But I know why you do it. Like it's funny, you know. But
no,
that's what
it's
I'm
so
talking
funny.
about.
When I was in LA with Canute, before we met you, he invited Canute to the gym to work out, and then he said Zherka can't come, right?
Oh,
And
really?
Canute is so sneaky. He's like, Zherka, just surprise him. And I just went and got laid. I ditched the whole thing.
Oh man.
But that was hilarious, right? So I won't play basketball with you guys, but
You don't play ball at all?
Believe it or not, the only sport I've ever been good at is bar fighting. If that's a sport, right? I've never been good at sports, right? But I've got KO power. Like I used to have serious aggression. When you're broke, you have no. Now it's gone. But when I was,
you look like you have KO power, dude.
No, it's because I literally transformed my whole.
How come you never went into MMA? How come you never thought, "Hey, I'm good at this. Maybe I should go towards that"?
Because at 17, I was doing Thai boxing, and a professional head kicked me. And you know when you're in a bad gym and they're going too hard.
Traumatized you.
I sucked. Yeah. So
listen.
Dude, you don't understand. I was
sucking doesn't mean shit. I
was 185 and soft, right? And then one day I overdosed hard on a bunch of steroids for my bodybuilding, right? And I didn't understand. You know, I went from 185 pounds to 250. It was like a big difference, right? Huge difference. And I didn't understand how much that translates on a tall guy. So when I was doing security and I KO'd someone, I couldn't believe I was in my own body. Because that's like going from nerd to champion, right?
But dude, that feeling, that knocking out feeling is like Yeah, I've had that once when I
Who the
was young.
fuck? Who are you fighting? What the hell?
In France, some pussy that was talking shit, and I just like one shot him.
When was this?
I was like maybe 19, 20. But I one shot him. Like he was with a girl, talking shit, and I just didn't say anything. And what? And he fell straight. Yeah.
Out in a bar or something, like in public?
No. It was at a college.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow. You're such a nice guy. What the fuck are you knocking out people, bro?
Well, again, I'm 40, almost 46 now. But when I was younger, I was a lot different than I am now. You know, I was a little cocky. I was doing martial arts. I was angry at people. You know,
Which martial arts?
judo. But
Just
judo doesn't hit like you don't hit in judo. But I was naturally,
Mm.
you know,
I would
athletic.
say if you've got a nice ground and pound, judo is your best friend, right?
Yeah.
You get in that position quick.
You know what's funny is like judo fighters, the highest level of judo fighters, never really translated well in MMA. Like they had like some guys that did okay, but never great.
Because MMA
Like in
is
America,
wrestling. You got to wrestle, and that's
yeah.
what it is.
Yeah, Carol Parisian used to be a beast in the beginning, but you know,
Yeah.
it's
MMA is wrestling with some stand-up defense. You could go to the
Dude.
top, right?
like I always explain to like because a lot of French people they don't know so much about MMA. A lot of them know, but I always explain to them, listen, back in the days, people thought jiu-jitsu like the strongest base for MMA is wrestling.
Yep.
Because you're gonna decide where the fight goes.
Yeah.
Meaning,
Exactly.
if you fight a guy that's mostly a jiu-jitsu guy with your wrestling, you're gonna be able to stop him from taking you down.
Yeah. And
Most
if
of
your
the time.
wrestling is good enough, it stops him from submitting you too. His jiu-jitsu
can.
can be high level. If
It-
you're out wrestling him and beating the shit out of his
There,
face,
there are a lot of things you do in wrestling that if you do in jiu-jitsu, you get caught. But still, you can. The main thing is you can stop a jiu-jitsu guy from taking you down.
yeah.
And if you fight a striker,
Yeah.
you can decide to take him down anytime and put him in the worst position for him to. That's why
That's why Islam and Hooker is so interesting because
Yeah.
Hooker's got that knee.
Yeah.
That's the only thing Islam has to
that's
worry
a good
about.
fight, man. I'm very curious, but honestly, to me, Islam is a lot like Habib in the beginning, where he's so one-dimensional. I find him boring, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, like Habib. In the later fights, he became good. He became
Right, the
more interesting.
around the Gaethje fight, he looked like perfect. Like,
Yeah,
but
that
in the
was
beginning
great.
of his career, he kind of looked weird.
It was boring. He was just holding people down and like winning through decision and not finishing that much. Islam is the same, you know. Usman was like that too. Kamar Usman. Remember when he said, "I was only 30%," blah blah blah. He was just a wrestler holding people down, stopping them. And his 3-4 last fights, he became like an old monster, like a monster. Since he took the belt, which is funny because like a lot of the guys, like GSP was like that, right? Where GSP won the belt and then it wasn't the same GSP. He would fight not to lose instead of fighting to win. You know the difference. You see the difference. He was making sure he wasn't losing the high.
He was pulling he was pulling a John Jones versus Reyes. He's not fighting to win. He's just
he's just making sure he's not losing. You know, Usman. I feel like since he got the belt, all his fights have been like top fucking fights.
Yeah.
The Colby that
was my favorite fight of all.
Love or hate Colby Covington.
Yeah.
This fight was phenomenal.
Yeah.
You know what he did to Woodley.
Yeah.
It was so disrespectful. What he did twice to
Dude,
Masvidal.
I get so much hate for saying I don't watch old MMA or Pride or I get so much hate from the MMA community. But really, I'm in it to watch Colby's, Usman's, the new fighters, this new talent. Because you look at football players in the last 10 years, like Ronaldo and these guys, they haven't leveled up that much. You look at MMA fighters in the last 10
crazy.
or even 5 years, and it's two different sports.
Well, the reason why is now we're arriving a generation in MMA where those guys were born after MMA started. So it's not like back in the days where
You'd have to go to different gyms and shit.
People wanted to, no, even in the beginning, they just wanted to show that their martial art was the dominant one.
Right.
they weren't well-rounded, most of them.
Yeah.
They just wanted to show my martial art is the top.
Yeah.
Now those guys are born and they're taught since a young age everything.
Yeah.
Wrestling for MMA, kickboxing for MMA, jiu-jitsu for MMA. Because kickboxing by itself, it's not kickboxing for MMA. Jiu-jitsu is not jiu-jitsu for MMA, and wrestling is not the same wrestling that the one you use in MMA.
Exactly.
The base is the same.
Yeah.
But that has evolved, and those kids, they learn everything at the same time.
Yeah, which is so beautiful. Like if you watch Dustin Poirier, you're not seeing a kickboxer, you're seeing an MMA
like
striker.
A
real MMA striker with those awkward angles that kill people in street fights, right? So you're seeing the most effective kind of stand-up. But I get so much hate for this take. The greatest of all time, we'll ask you, but I'll start, right? I'll be crucified here. Jon Jones is the greatest of all time, by far.
Okay, so to me, he is because of the people he beat. Like when people claim Khabib is better than, to me, if you look their pedigree, right? That's what you say in English? Like their resume?
Yeah.
Like who Khabib beat and who Jon Jones beat.
Yeah.
You see the names on Jon Jones' side and you're like,
killers.
Fuck, right. To me, the best forever will be Anderson Silva. Why? Because he made MMA pretty, right? Like a lot of the people that didn't know MMA, when they watched Anderson Silva, they thought, man, this is pretty. What he was doing was just pretty.
Beautiful knees and stuff.
Man, I can talk about MMA all day.
No, this is great because I did it for 20 hours yesterday.
Dude, I love it. But I just got a text from my wife. You know, I wanted to say hi. But Saturday night, hit me up. Let's do it. I'll be here.
Every single fight. Let's do it all.
I'm more than happy to do it, man. For sure.
And the way we're gonna do it is like it's just you and it's just our reaction faces.
Yeah.
We're not streaming the fight.
If you want, I can see if Jens Pulver wants to do it with us.
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
I've met Jens.
He's the best, man. I love this dude, and he's always hitting me up to do that. So
yeah. And what I love about Jens,
I love this guy.
When I was getting a shit ton of hate from chat, Zherka, you don't know what you're talking. You don't know. All Jens said on his stream is, he's like, Zherka knows what he's talking about. Boom. Now nobody questions shit.
The first lightweight UFC champion in the world said you were right. The best. How do you argue against that?
Yeah, but I don't know. I get attacked on the internet because I said Logan Paul. I love Floyd Mayweather, but in a street fight, he'd beat Floyd.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I get a lot of hate for saying that because they call me a Logan fanboy.
Logan Paul would destroy Mayweather because Logan Paul's base is wrestling.
Yeah, and he's like 50 pounds over.
He would take him down, and what's Mayweather's going to do after being taken down? He would get wrecked.
I could even see them standing, and if Logan connects in a street fight, that's bad news.
No.
Right?
No.
You can't hide behind glove. There's no Philly shell. It's a street fight.
Yeah.
But I'm stoked. I'm stoked for this weekend.
Let's do it. 100% I'll be here.
All right.
Have fun, everyone. Thank you, chat. You know.
Enjoy, man. God bless.
The nicest.
God bless your family. Let me bless your family right now.
I appreciate it.
Every time I bless someone, good stuff. I bless myself, and a lot of money came my way. So these blessings work. Bless your family. Bless your family, but not you, Manny.
Thank you so much.
AG, shut up.
Sorry.
Listen, bless your family, but not you, Manny, because you've won at life. You don't need to win anymore. You're done. Game over. You know what I mean?
Thank
bless
you,
all of you.
Same to you and yours.
Okay,
Thank you, guys. See you.
Bye.
Bye.